Hi, I'm Sean Smith. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new Beneteau Oceanis 40.1. This boat's really special as the 3-cabin 2-head layout. Join me for a quick walkthrough and tour of the boat. Right now we're in the Annapolis Boat Show Beneteau display. So I'm standing on the 46.1 to give you a full shot of the brand new 40.1. Up at the bow, you can see the long polyester bowsprit, which is covering up a stainless steel bobstay and anchor roller, where that red line is a code 0, 2 to 1 halyard, and then out in front where the flags are attached is an attachment point that you can use for asymmetric spinnakers. Split stainless steel bow pulpit, and you can see the chine of the hull has the hard edge right here, which keeps the waterline narrow down low, but comes out to give you a lot of interior volume in that forward cabin, which we'll see shortly. You can have the boat outfitted with a self-tacking jib along the self-tacking track in front of the mast, or there are adjustable leads here for a Genoa if you spec a Genoa for the boat. Then coming back into the cockpit area, you see this lots of space. We're going to walk around and board through the transom. The beam of the boat is carried all the way aft, so you have a very wide stern and a large swim platform here that's covered in teak. Swim ladder on the port side, and as you walk forward, I'll pan across the cockpit. This one has the deluxe cockpit table, teak leaves, and on both port and starboard you have a helm station. The port side is a secondary helm, and the primary will be on the starboard side, which has our throttle control, really nice throttle control, as well as the Yanmar display and chain counter for electric windlass. This is a electric winch remote for the winch right above, and then you have a B&G multifunction display down below. Really nice thing about this helm seat is that you can flip it up, so you have a really nice, comfortable seat that's forward facing when you're at the helm if you're navigating, and there's plenty of room to lean back against the pulpit. But if you want a little bit more room, and also for going up to the bow, if you're at the dock, this is a great place to step up and go forward onto the bow. Over on the port side, there's a nice display here for lights in the boat. That's courtesy lighting, or if you have a bimini light, and also a button if you spec the electric actuator for the swim platform to bring the transom up and down. On the port side helm, you have another multifunction display from B&G, as well as an autopilot control and electric winch remote. There are also a couple of winches at the cabin top outside of the French doors leading you into the companionway. Let's take a look inside. This boat was spec'd with the light oak interior. Looks really beautiful. Light oak wood, and then a little bit darker floor. Nice contrast. I also think it looks good with this lighter color upholstery. Starting on the port side aft, this is a Nav Station, which also fits in well to this big salon table. Versatile seating, and then your AC/DC panel here. You have really nice buttons here for the electronics, lighting, bilge pump, etc. This boat was spec'd with air conditioning, so there's a thermostat control. Also was spec'd with an inverter, so there's your remote. And then it's really nice on these boats to have this Scheiber panel, where the previous 41 was a less sophisticated display. But here we can see the state of the batteries. We can also see tankage levels and a very nice touchscreen display. Right below is a VHF radio, and then panning aft we have battery breakers, as well as the breakers for electric winches, windlass, storage lockers. And then let's go to the other aft cabin first. So this is the 3-cabin 2-head, which is really interesting. In a 40-foot boat, you have your guest or day head here, which has a separate shower. Indirect LED lighting in there, looks really nice. You have this really big galley, and then you also have a big master stateroom with its own head up there, which we'll go take a quick look at. I think it's really interesting to have this big of a master cabin bed with also its own head. It also has a separate shower, so these two heads both have their own full separate showers. While we're in the Ford Master, point out there are electrical outlets and then also some DC outlets here outboard. So for charging devices, you have a DC plug there to always have access to charge cell phones or iPads, anything USB. There are a few outlets for that throughout the boat. Here's another one in the salon. So if you're hanging out, you can charge your cell phone easily right here without the need for the inverter. You can plug in your devices anytime. On the starboard side, there's a really cool shaped galley. This is kind of a C shape, which is really comfortable. You have a lot of open space in the middle of the boat. It makes the boat feel very large. And then you also have all the necessities. You have a front loading and top loading refrigerator aft, which is quite large in this space with a freezer on top. Microwave is above, gimbaled stove and oven, and lots of storage here. These all lock, of course, but then are a soft closing drawers. And inside, trash bin to lift out, but when you're prepping food, cooking, that is a really great location for the trash bin. And then dual stainless sink here with a cutting board on the bottom of that sink cover. This is pretty cool too. Lots of storage underneath. Last thing we'll take a look at is the engine, which is a Yanmar diesel engine, which is underneath this companionway hatch. Just a small staircase that lifts up to give you access. Thanks for joining me on this quick tour of the new Beneteau Oceanis 40.1. Feel free to reach out for more information. I look forward to talking to you soon.